New evidence in the case of a Georgia man convicted of killing a police officer decades earlier raised new doubts about his guilt. But last night, after an 11-hour appeal to the Supreme Court, Troy Davis was executed anyway. Tonight, the co-director of the Wisconsin Innocence Project says he won't say that he's innocent, but did work to get that new evidence heard. News 3's David Douglas joins us now with that story tonight, David.
Well, as late as yesterday, Maria, that co-director was signing letters to the Georgia Board of Pardons and Paroles, hoping to give Davis time for that new evidence to be heard. It didn't work. But going forward, new funding for the project could help in other cases.
The system is designed to make it difficult to overturn a conviction.
It is a truth that makes these smiles that much brighter. These faces belong to the wrongfully convicted who got to walk free. But on this day, that truth shakes Keith Finley.
Basically, the state's case has completely unraveled.
For the co-director of the Wisconsin Innocence Project, Troy Davis's execution is a tragedy.
What I do know with firm conviction is that his innocence has never been fairly and fully tested in court, and there are a lot of good indicators that he very well might be innocent.
Since inception in 1998, the project has freed 17 people. Now, more than $1 million in new grant funding could help exonerate others from grisly crimes they didn't commit.
Sexual assault and murder cases in which post-conviction DNA testing might help us identify an error.
The money will also pay for the program to accept more UW law students and put an Innocence Project staff attorney inside the state public defender's office.
Work with them to try to identify cases in which DNA might prove error earlier in the process, rather than waiting until the whole trial and appeals process is over, which is what we normally do.
Helping tip the scales of justice toward the truth. It may very well set someone free.
It can be done in those exceptional cases, and that's what we're here to try to do.
A point of clarity. Some of you have said, well, the U.S. Supreme Court did not stay Davis's execution. There must have been a reason. Finley explains, as a general rule, it's not the High Court's role to reevaluate guilt or innocence, rather to make sure all the procedural rules have been followed properly. If they have, even if the wrong conclusion was reached, they might not step in.
All right. Thanks so much, David, for that story tonight.